watching this stuff on TV, it's just always part of your life. You just love it ever since you were little, and then you finally get old enough to actually take part in it, and you find out there's plenty of places around here where you can work and get involved in it.
All right, Shane, take him out of the corner, come on. Take him out of the corner, come on.
As a professional wrestling referee, I have to maintain order in the matches. You know, make sure there's no foul play involved, or, you know, watch the time limits, things like that.
1, 2, 2 count, 2 count.
How dangerous is it?
I've been hit plenty of times. A lot of bumps and bruises, hurt legs, hurt arms, you know. Just not as big of injuries as the wrestlers usually get, but you get some bumps and bruises.
What do you say, Chris? Chris, what do you say? He says no. Says no.
How did you get your training?
I trained up in Chambersburg, up at a wrestling school with a guy that used to be pretty big around the area named the Mighty Biggs. Most of the stuff I learned as a referee, I just learned from watching old videotapes, or, you know, learning from the professional guys that you see on TV like Earl Hebner. Just watching old matches of him and seeing the things he does and his hand signals and how he keeps order in the ring and all that. That's basically the majority of your training.
A lot of people say wrestling's just choreographed, faked, just for entertainment purposes. How do you answer that? Since you've been in there with these guys and actually been thrown around yourself, what would you say to someone who said, oh, that's just fake?
There's nothing fake about the bumps and bruises that we get in the ring. There's nothing fake about a chair upside your head, you know, but it's definitely not fake. You get bumps, you get bruises. It's just not fake. That's the one word that you can't use when it comes to professional wrestling.
I see us expanding to do shows in Hagerstown, Maryland, Ocean City, Maryland, Delaware, West Virginia. Just expand out.
You hear the crowd, you feel the emotions. That's one of the greatest things ever, is to actually feel the emotions and know that you actually got them going and that you did your job. It's something that I always liked as a kid, being 5 years old, and like the excitement, like the crowd, and something I want to do with my life.
I wanted to be a wrestler since I was about 8 years old. I never really thought of it being a reality. I was always a huge fan. When you're out there, it needs to be real for you. You know, yes, you're not trying to kill the guy you're wrestling, and you're not trying to injure him. The best way it was ever put to me is, you should believe what you're doing, because if you don't believe what you're doing, why should the people?
The action in the ring, I can guarantee you, is 100% real. I've had separated shoulders, jammed to broken fingers. I've had a lot of injuries that would contradict the statement fake, as some people would say. Summit Wrestling Association, ran by Mike Pryor, one of the honest promoters I've ever, probably the most honest promoter I've ever worked for around this area. So he started Summit Wrestling Association in October of 2005, and mainly it was because he wanted to bring Roddy Piper in. No other promoter had, had the guts to bring in Roddy Piper.
This is the guy that makes dreams come true for young people in this part. He's a promoter, he's honest, which is very unusual, and he's giving these guys a chance.
You're not a fan favorite. That's great.
A lot of the guys, they want to work for Vince, go to WrestleMania. Tonight was my WrestleMania, and it was a great success.
It's AIWF. Wanna see the best wrestling, where to connect? The squared circle, the place you have to earn your respect. So get right with the program or you'll get left. AIWF across the US and all over the globe. We are live and direct. So tune and see who wins and who suffer the loss. This match just got you all